Come in.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, good morning.
Great to see you again. Taylor from Sunrise
Hey,
Insurance.
good to see you again.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Great. So I'm going to set a timer today to respect your time
Okay.
for about 15 minutes. Is that still okay?
That's still a good time.
Great, okay. So, did you enjoy the Booster Club meetings?
They're always fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
Staying involved and seeing people that you hadn't seen in a while, it's always a good time.
I agree. I think it's a great time. It's a great place to network and build relationships with people that all have the same interests.
Well, that's how we met.
Yeah, correct.
So, yeah.
How long have you been a member of the Booster Club?
About 20 years.
Is that about when you graduated?
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, so far I love it. I've only been in it for about 4 years, but it's going great so far.
Well,
so,
good.
Yeah,
Good.
I love it. Okay, so while we talked at the meeting, we had addressed the concern about your company that you currently have with your insurance and your coverage about Wiley's Carpet Store. What I pulled from the conversation that we had was that you have a lot of uncertainty within your coverage and your insurance with your current agent. So my goal today is to get more information from about your company and any important information you feel is necessary for me to understand. And then what I want to do is walk you through how we handle our client relationships and how we deal with our clients and what type of coverage we provide and how we provide that.
I like it. I like the sound of that.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so first tell me about what did you have done in your building? That was something that cost about $100,000, right?
Yeah, we had a lot of improvements and betterments and things to help us be more efficient of getting the product in and out of the facility.
What are some things that you had done?
Just some equipment,
Okay.
some different type of cutting material things that really help us with 4 crews running in and out of there all day, just using the facility more efficiently. So a lot of big equipment to help us get the product out the door.
Okay, and has your agent showed you the coverage for if anything were to happen with one of your pieces of equipment?
That has been a concern.
Concern?
The answer is no.
Okay, so has he told you anything is covered? Has he shown you anything that would provide?
Said don't worry about it.
Said don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so.
Said matter of fact, don't worry about it. And if anything really happens, the building owner will take care of it.
Okay.
And we're 3rd generation in this business.
Right.
And we don't take anything for granted. So that's not probably the best answer for me.
Correct.
Because I want to make sure everything is taken care of.
There's a
lot of investment.
Right. It's an important piece to understand. Okay. So if I recall correctly, he has not seen a copy of your lease, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So he's provided nothing for you as to what is covered, how much is covered, nothing like that?
No, because we've never had that conversation other than the landlord will take care of it.
Okay. So tell me about Floors and Walls. It's a new entity you've created, right?
Yeah, we're really expanding. We started as a carpet store, then we moved into tile, which is now really generating a lot of revenue. And now we just figured having that client base, we would also get into the cleaning of carpet and those materials and wallpaper.
Okay, so
wallpaper seems to be coming back in style.
Right. So there's a good separation
Absolutely.
between the two. Okay, cool. So how is that managed between you and Mona?
I'm the back office guy.
Okay.
I'm making sure the guys are out the door. I'm making sure product is getting out the door. She's the salesperson. She handles all of that, the front end of the house, as they call it.
Right. Okay. So how many employees do you have that work at that company?
Which one? The
overall? Both of them, yeah.
We're running between 12 and 16, looking to grow.
Okay.
So 4 crews or so, and 3 to 4 on each crew.
Okay, great, interesting. So back to your building, everything that you have based on coverage. What do you think are some issues that could arise if you continue to not have a proof of coverage for things like what risks do you see for your business in the future if things continue to be uncovered?
Money.
Right.
Where is that going to come from if I do have a loss? Where's the recoupment of those funds when we're down for a certain period of time and losing income?
Right.
Is there dollars associated with that?
Right.
We're a generating, making operation, so
Okay.
We need to generate income.
Right. Okay, so, and at Floors and Walls, if some things are not covered, how do you feel about not knowing what is covered and what is not covered? Do you have similar coverage for that, for the business that you have at your current?
Well, I think that's one of the unanswered questions, you know.
Okay.
How, if I decide to change brokers, you know, how do I feel comfortable that losses will get paid
Right,
by you and the company you represent?
right,
You know, how would I feel comfortable
right.
knowing that?
Yeah, there's definitely something you should need to feel comfortable with. And what do you see as a potential risk for your company that you, if something were to happen, something traumatic were to happen that wasn't covered, that really, is it something that you see closing your business or really affecting?
I don't know about closing the business,
Okay.
but it'll certainly put a pinch. You know, when you have this many employees, they depend on you to go to work every day and supply them with a place to go. And so potentially losing employees, and then of course the income associated with that for the business and, you know, the family. It's a family business.
Right.
You know, one thing I meant to bring up as we were talking about the business is how long have you been doing this? You know, what's your background?
So I've been doing this for about 5 years, which is when I graduated, and I graduated from Florida State University. I feel like my education was very great. I love what I do, and the thing that I love about my job is that what the services that I deliver are not coming just from me. They're being backed by a group of the employees within the company that really put together a great plan and that's why we are so successful in what we do, because it's not just coming from one person, it's coming from a whole backed up group of people, and that's what I like so much about our company, is that it's not a single person. I feel like our clients have a more comfortable feeling knowing that it's a group of people working for them to find the best interest for them.
Also, would I be the first carpet store, or
No,
do you
actually,
have a slew of them, or
Yeah.
you know, where would I fit into the mold?
So currently we work with about 3 other, I have little client testimony I can print off a copy for you and
Okay.
send to you later. We work with 3 other companies in the area locally that
My competitors?
they are actually, some actually are your competitors, but we do provide that at least one of the companies had the exact same concerns that you have right now. And in the beginning, which I'll walk through after we talk about some more information from your company, is that we were able to completely change their business from uncomfortable, unknown questions, and now they feel like they have complete control of their company, and so they have been a customer ever since, and we just continue to build relationships.
That's
like
good to
that
hear.
with
That's good to hear.
So that's how we're working right now.
Well, good.
So another concern that you had at the meeting was that about your income. So how is it handled if there were something to happen within one of your companies, say a fire of the building or equipment malfunctioning? How would your income be saved versus as far as concern, or as far as money goes?
Well, and I guess that is a concern, because I don't know if I have coverage for that.
Right.
I don't know if I did have a loss and it shut me down for a period of time, how I would supplement that income.
Right.
So that's, as you said, that was one of the things we talked about at the booster meeting. That's a concern.
Do you feel as though if your income was not fulfilled for the time that you were unable to provide services as a result of the loss of the damages, whatever occurred, do you feel like that could be a risk that would potentially harm your business for good?
I don't think for good,
Okay.
but it certainly would put a pretty good strain on resources.
Okay.
Again, you know, being around as long as we have, we certainly have some reserves, but the extent of that and how long we could sustain that is probably, you know, a little unknown.
Right. Okay. So walk me through your current agent's insurance plan. How does he go identify the risk for you, and how does he address those risks to you?
Well, quite frankly, hadn't seen him in a while.
Okay.
Once we started expanding into these other areas, trying to get him on the phone or through email to make sure that these other entities
Right.
are part of our portfolio.
Right.
And it's just, again, don't have the warm and fuzzy, don't know if those things are covered, don't know the extent they're covered.
Right.
So that's where we are with the relationship,
Right.
See him once a year, not returning phone calls, every now and again, I'll get a call from somebody from his office asking a question or two, but that's the extent of the relationship.
Do you feel as though that relationship has always been there, or was there a relationship in the beginning?
There was certainly a relationship at the beginning, and
Okay.
it's weaned over time.
Weaned over time.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I feel like that's probably something that would leave a lot of doubt in your
There's
your
no
willingness
doubt.
to move
I mean,
forward with
I'm
it.
not gonna fail this business. I'm a
Right.
grandson of the owner
Right.
that started this business, and I'm not gonna fail for him.
Right.
So there's a lot at stake.
Right. Okay. So. Okay, so clearly from everything I've understood is that there is a giant lack of communication between you and your current agent, and I feel as though his responses to you has not given you the confidence to confidently move forward within your business. I feel as though maybe it's restricting you from wanting to continue to grow, maybe, if you're concerned about what is gonna be covered and what's not, and how big of a loss you're.
It kind of has, we went out on the limb with the new entity because we felt comfortable because we had enough client base to
Right.
draw from.
Right.
But certainly now that we're up and running, yeah, there's a concern. There's no doubt about it to make sure if something did happen
Right.
and we damaged somebody's carpet or we damaged somebody's wall while we were putting wallpaper up, we want to make sure there's coverage for that.
Okay. So I think now that I've understood more about what you're concerned about, like what do you see in an insurance policy that would be comfortable for you?
Well, I want to make sure that I see in writing the coverages that make sense for my business.
Right.
If this is your, you handle other ones like this, competitors or not, you're familiar with the type of risks that we face every day.
Right.
So certainly having some proposals based on, what those risks are and the coverages and costs associated with that. That'd be number one. And quite frankly, communication probably be even the bigger one.
Great.
Because I gotta be able to feel comfortable as the grandson of the owner of this business, trying to grow the business.
Right. As you grow, things are going to become more risky. And,
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. I think having everything in writing is always better. It's something you can always have proof of, go back to if you're uncertain about things without having to reach out to your agent every time you're concerned about something. Especially when there's no communication right now. I think communication and written evidence would be a great thing for you to feel confident about. So what we do at Seminole Insurance is we come out, we spend about 3 hours walking through your business with you. We ask you questions about how your business operates, what everything is, and then what we do is we identify each risk that we believe appears to be a risk, and then we let you know what needs to be addressed, which ones we think are important to be highly identified, and then we tell you when we believe that should be covered, how much of it should be covered, and then we allow you to choose what you want covered. So instead of just,
So I get to make decisions?
You get to, yes.
Wow, because Mona normally does that, so you're making me feel real good
You
today.
do get to make.
Yeah.
So like I said, we currently provide the coverage to 3 other companies around the area, and we were able to provide them with a sense of confidence that they have more control in their business than they previously did. One of the companies that I was explaining to you, they came to me with the same problems that you had, and what we did is we went to their company, identified all their risks that they had, and completely transformed the coverage that they had because they had basically no coverage. And now they were able to choose like what they needed to have covered and what they thought was best for their company after getting our personal advice. And since then, everything that's happened for their company has just boosted both revenue and
You're speaking my language. You're speaking my language.
Great. So, like I said, I have the testimonial that I can send a copy of.
Okay, that'd be great. Yeah, because
Great.
Mona will want to see that.
Right.
She's into that stuff.
Right.
So.
All women are. So if our company is able to put your mind at ease and provide that sense of security that you currently lack, is that something that you would consider?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So what is your
Time's out.
Jeez.